My dear Swissies and Switzerland lovers, before I start one of the next autumn videos, I would like to tell you something briefly. Rasta left us at the beginning of September, and since then it has been quiet here. The hikes are different without him, and his energy is missing at every turn. We were all the more delighted to hear that we would soon have another puppy, but unfortunately the female dog is not pregnant, and we are very disappointed. It dampens the mood a lot, and the little glimmer of hope has faded again. Rasta was my source of energy, and while I am editing the video, I have to pull myself together to find the motivation. I know that Rasta would have nudged me and said, "Mom, there are worse things than that. Come on, keep going." And he's right, but sometimes it's easier said than done. I just wanted to get this off my chest so you know that it's not all easy to process and that I am still very sad on many days. But let's do as Rasta would have done. Let's live in the moment and enjoy another autumn video. My dear Swissies and Switzerland lovers, as you can see, maybe the trees in Britain are beautiful right now. Yeah, it is mid of October and everything everywhere is changing its color. Yes, but you maybe also know that in October I am naturally drawn to Engadin, yes, where the golden larches are hopefully covered in gold. So that's why I drive today to the Engadin through different passes like Sustenpass, Albulapass, Albulapass maybe. Yeah, you will see. So it's a very long way. We will have about, I would say, 5 hours to get there. As usually, I stay at the Hospicio Bernina because it is quite affordable, and from there you can do your trips in this area. Yes, I like that, and it is a dog-friendly hotel. Yeah, it doesn't matter this time, but yeah, if you have a dog, yeah, you can stay overnight there with your furry friend. Yes, so let's go and enjoy the ride. was now the Sustenpass, the first pass we had to take. Beautiful, isn't it? But it was only the short version. If you want to see the long version, you have to go to Switzerland Relaxation, to my channel, to my YouTube channel, and there you can see the whole drive, okay? But I don't want to annoy you here, so it's just the short version, okay? So the next Alpine Pass is called Albulapass. Yeah, it is different, but also beautiful. So let's go. We enter now in Andermatt. Yeah, this is a famous ski area. Yeah, and quite expensive up here. Yeah. When I am in this area, I go up to Albulapass. Yeah, there is a small hotel over there, and quite affordable. So yeah, that's my way when I stay around here. So what we do now is we drive through Andermatt. It is a small village, and then we go up to Albulapass. Yeah, another pass road, the second one. Yes, enjoy. By the way, just up here on the left, short after Tift Castle, is the other Brienzaus. Yeah, you maybe heard of it, that the whole mountain is moving and that they are not able to live up there anymore. Yeah, some people mix it up with Brienz am See, but this is Brienzaus in the canton of Graubünden. Yeah. And it's just on the left up, yeah. Here, where all the cars are parked, is Lake Palpuogna. I'll show you what it looks like here in the sunshine. The Albulapass is the last pass we have to overcome, and then we will arrive in the Engadin. So now I am at the Hospicio Bernina. I booked a single room with double bed and toilet. Wo ist Licht? Yeah, it's a toilet and shower. But you can also book rooms without your own toilet and shower. Yeah, and then they are outside, and then it is a little bit cheaper. Yeah, but when I may have a toilet in the room, I book with. It's the early morning and I already had breakfast. Now I check if we already have some colors here. Ooh, yeah, we have. Yeah, time to explore. It hasn't been a long time since we were here with Rasta. And 1 year later, everything changed. Yeah, so what do we learn? Enjoy the moment. Yeah, I first wanted to take the train to Alp Grüm, but now I saw there's a hiking path. I would say let's go, huh? In Italy, the sun is already there. Yeah, that's Italy. The hike will take us about 1.5 hours if we take it leisurely. Yeah, and I've never done this hike. So it's the first time for me, it's maybe the first time for you. And so we all learn something, huh? You maybe ask for the temperature. I would say nothing is frozen, but it is still cold. So I would say it is about 1 or 2 degrees. And we are on high altitude. That's why I am breathing like a horse. You know why I have the double of time when I'm on a hike? Because I just stare and marvel. Or I just wait for a train. They were friendly, they waved back. Rasta would have loved this hike. Yeah, here he could run free around. Yeah,
and then go to the lake a little bit. But always looking back and checking with Mom if it is allowed to go in. Yeah, what a good boy he was, huh? Yeah, I miss him. It's so silent and so... I mean, it's beautiful, but it's not boring. But yeah, you know what I mean, huh? It's kind of empty. Yeah. This must have been my train. Some people asked me if it is dangerous to hike alone in Switzerland. And I mean, I hike since I don't know how many years, and I've never been attacked from someone. Or yeah, so you don't have to worry about it. Well, I look a little bit dangerous, that's maybe why. But no, you don't have to worry. It is so safe to hike here for women. Yeah, also when you go alone. So don't worry, huh? Yeah, Switzerland is a safe country. Well, you maybe have to be aware of the bear. Yeah, there are some bears in this area, but normally they are hidden. Yeah, they don't like humans, only to eat. Yeah, but I've never seen here one. So I think they are somewhere in the forest, you know. Yeah. This is where the train goes through. Yeah, it makes several curves. Yeah, to be able to make the altitude, you know. Yeah. Here you are with the golden larches. Huh, I told you. Haha, it's the kingdom here. This year we had a lot of helicopter flights in Switzerland to get people out of their hikes because they were stuck and couldn't go anymore, or were tired, or I don't know. And so I highly recommend, if you go on the Alps and you want to go hiking, you need to exercise at home. Yeah, so how many kilometers you are able to hike, and with the altitude, and you know, with your body condition. You just can't go and say, hey, I'm going on a hike, and and then you are somewhere and you can't go any further because your body is not used to. So exercise at home, huh? Hike it before you go, then you know, I can hike 10 kilometers or 20 kilometers, and also be aware of the altitude, because it is different to hike on 2,000 meters than on 200. Yeah, these are all things you should keep in your mind.
This viewpoint is great, and since I know that the trains cross on Alp Grüm, after this train goes down, another train will go up again.
I'm right now asking myself, why I haven't done this hike before. This is so beautiful, and you are totally alone. Oh, yeah, that should be on your to-do list, huh? If you love hikes like this. And if you get lost, I don't know exactly why, but if you get lost, that can happen. There is an app in Switzerland called Swiss Topo. And on Swiss Topo, you can check where you are, your position. Well, it's only available when you have some internet connection. And then you can see which hiking path you have to take. There are several hiking paths written in. And then you see, I'm on the right way, or no, I have to go on the left. Yeah, it's very, very good. I often use this, especially when I explore a new hike like this one. So I see, I have now to take the left one and not the right. Yeah, it's a very, very, very helpful, and it gives you some security. I found an oasis in the middle of Switzerland. Wow. Crazy schön. Huh? Oh, Rasta would love go badele. Huh? Oh, he would love this place. Wow. Ha! Found it. This is also good for exploring the new places, the Swiss Topo app, so you can see it from above if you don't have a drone like me, or when it is not allowed to fly. So you can see all the things from above. Ha! Cool. And now you surely want to know where exactly this hiking path is, huh? Yeah, I always write blogs on my Patreon site. And there I upload JPEG files. And then you just can walk with my files. Yeah, and never get lost. I don't know exactly if I am in a nature dangerous zone because there is no one here. I mean, this is the most beautiful lake I ever seen, and no one is here. What's wrong? I can't get enough of this beauty. Huh? It looks like that nature can be pretty angry here. Yeah. You see the train up there? And now he goes down here, and then into a curve, and then back again into a curve, until he's in Poschiavo and further Tirano. At least there are 4 people here. Crazy, huh? Overcrowded Switzerland. It's getting better and better. Huh? Hi. That must be a thumbnail, huh? There are some clouds moving in. I think I was lucky. Huh?
Alp Grüm was shrouded in clouds, and after my fries, I took the next train to St. Moritz. Because the sun was supposed to be shining there. That's Switzerland. 2 days in the Engadin were over and I drove back to Brienz for a photo tour, only to return to the Engadin immediately afterwards. As you can see, golden larch trees are addictive. This time we stayed at Hotel Morteratsch. I would have liked to show you more of this area, but the last few weeks had been so tough that my body gave me a migraine and I went to bed early. If you would hike here about 3 hours into this direction, you would reach the Morteratsch glacier. And every year you need to walk longer. Yeah, because the glacier is melting and yeah, one day you probably need to walk up here. The next day I felt better and we had company. My good friend Jaroslav and his family also came to the Engadin to marvel at the golden larch trees. We all immersed ourselves in a fascinating world of golden October in the Engadin.